stuck at home in quarantine. 5 o'clock. Why not have a drink with me?
Happy Sunday, beautiful day here in Dedham, Massachusetts. Had a good day today, took it easy this morning, did a bike ride midday, did a mini yoga class with Helen. That was a lot of fun in the living room, and then spent a good 3 hours on some crossword puzzles with some friends on Zoom. That was super fun. We did the Sunday Times crossword puzzle, which was mediocre, but we finished it. We did an American Values Crossword Club crossword, which was good and fun, although it had a meta element that fell a little flat for us because it was referencing a song that we didn't know. And then we did a cryptic crossword, which we are coming to enjoy more and more. And it's great for, I think, group activities because you often get a clue that isn't just straightforward like crossword. You sort of fly through them quicker. Here there are fewer clues and answers, but each one of them needs a little bit more wordplay in order to figure out. So it's a good group activity for those who like crossword style puzzles. These crosswords in the UK style. Very good. Really excited today. I'm going to be making Ryan Kelly's Top 10 Cocktails number 6. Looks like we have Ben in the chat. Hey Ben, how you doing? So numbers 10 and 9 on my list were both tequila cocktails. We started out with La Rosita and then moved on to Tommy's Margarita at number 9. And then 8 and 7 were both rum cocktails. We had the iconic Mai Tai at number 8. And yesterday for number 7 made the daiquiri. And today we have another cocktail that is rum adjacent in that it actually uses the Brazilian spirit cachaça. And of course, we are talking about the amazing drink, the Caipirinha. I'm getting a weird like dishwasher smell from these glasses. I'm just gonna go swap these out for some other glasses that I have. And I don't know what I don't know what's going on with that. But we will make do. I don't know if we need to do like a washing of our dishwasher, but you know, it has that sort of like I don't know, kind of like a, not really musty, I don't know how to describe it, a dishwasher smell. Anyway, I think I'm good. Back at it now. So cachaça is, of course, rum adjacent spirit, typically made when you're talking about the like more artisanal cachaças. There's like what they call industrial cachaças, which are made with molasses like other rums. But the good cachaças that you want, LeBlanc included, are made in smaller batches and use fresh sugar cane, which is what differentiates it from other rums. And so we're going to get to it. So we need to divvy up our limes. What I like to do is cut it in half and then in half again, and then cut that into eighths, like that. So we have these little pieces that we're going to muddle up with our sugar. And I'm going to use a little bit more than, I'm going to use like 1 and 1.125 in each of my drinks. Going to make one for me, one for Helen. And then I'm also going to take about, I like to use a like a sugar in the raw, or a hefty, something with some grit to it. Some places will make a more refined drink and do a simple syrup. Some recipes will call for super fine sugar. I actually like the grainy grittiness that you get from this thicker Demerara sugar or sugar in the raw. And so that's what I am choosing to use. Megan says, I've had this one. Yes, indeed. I'm pretty sure I've had this with you. We may or may not have been underage at a bar in Manhattan drinking these, but we didn't do many crazy things, but there are just definitely some nights at Brazil Grill that I remember. So I'm going to put my limes in each one, and then I'm going to measure out Got about, if I were using like, you can use like raw sugar cubes, I'd probably take my 1 ounce sugar and put in 3.5 or 4 of those. Here I have like a scant 3/4 of an ounce, kind of a lot of sugar, but not all of it will go into solution, and some will be left over, so you won't be drinking all of the sugar. But again, you like the grittiness. And then we're gonna take our muddler. And just get in there. You're extracting the juices from the limes, you're extracting the oils from the limes, and then you're starting to get that sugar into solution. This isn't a moment where you need to be shy with the muddler. You know, a lot of times when you have mint or something, you want to just be really gentle with it, just to express the elements going on. Here it's okay to get some real crushing and pulverization. It's all just going to kind of make it nice and mixed up in there. And like I said, this is, I think, a nice contrast to the daiquiri that we made yesterday. The daiquiri being such like a refined, smooth, easy drink. And then this one being rougher around the edges. Both, you know, the cachaça definitely has some more sharpness and edge to it than in most rums that you would use. And then the like gritty nature again of the sugar is just something that I really like. This is just like an awesome sort of real summery drink. So I'm going to take my glasses. I have bigger glasses here. It doesn't really matter how big your glasses are. What's important is how much ice you can fit in it, because you're not going to be straining anything out. We're just going to free pour right back into the glasses. So what you can do is just kind of measure out as much ice as you can fit in the glass, and then now you know what to put in your shaker. So I'll pour that into my glass, and ooh. I forgot the cachaça. We will finally measure out 2 ounces of our cachaça. I'm like, this isn't gonna really shake into much if all we have is some sugar and some lime. Silly me. All right, now we're ready. And now we have something to shake up. Look at that, a nice rough and tumble fun summer beverage. Let's do our second one. Second one, I used a towel because there's some moisture that can get a little messy. And I love making these on hot summer days, both because they're cool and refreshing, and they're so easy to make. They're quick to whip up, and they're super tasty. So definitely one of my favorite summertime drinks. And again, you'll see probably, I can get some of it in there, the bottom of the shaker tin, there's definitely some sugar and grittiness that we're leaving behind. That's fine, we used plenty, we're not worried about that. We didn't expect it all to go into solution. And that's it. Conserve it with a straw. You don't need to, whatever your preference is, but let's give it a shot. Cheers. So good. Gritty, icy, lemony, Cachaça is good. This cachaça has really been growing on me. I used to prefer other ones. This one has a bit of it more like vegetal earthiness that at first I wasn't totally on board with, but I've really come around to it, and I quite like it. This is the fancy cachaça that you'll find at a nice bar that's making caipirinhas. I don't know why you would, but if you were to make this drink with vodka, it would be the Caipiruska, which seems to be a popular variant that you see on a lot of menus. If they have a caipirinha, they might have a Caipiruska also. I think it's pretty dumb. I think it just makes it a worse drink, but that's a thing. And when we were in Chile about a year and a half ago, a lot of the bars, I was actually really impressed in Chile at the cocktail menu that you would find at like your average bar. But they were even like in touristy sections, they would have basically like all the greatest hits of the cocktails that you would like want or expect. And they weren't half bad either. So I was definitely surprised by the cocktail culture there, but they definitely all had like whole sections on their menu with caipirinhas and caipirinha variations, which was really cool. Which we quite appreciated, but yeah, that was an unexpected surprise being in sort of like random, even when we were way down in the south in Patagonia, and far outside the city. It's just a little town that was close to Torres del Paine, which is the big Patagonian national park down there. There's a town where lodgers stay and hikers stay and all of that about half hour away by car, and not a very populous town, right? But definitely thriving on the tourism industry there. But there were a whole bunch of bars, and all of them had really decent cocktail menus. We're like, like this isn't what I would have expected. You go there, you expect some have some South American beers, and but it's a testament to the influence of American, not just general cocktail culture, but like the cocktail revolution, I think, that's happened over the last 20 years in craft cocktails, really spreading and happening quickly to the point where they have a whole list of yes, I will have that Negroni, I will have that Boulevardier, I will have that. Obviously, Pisco Sour is all over the place down there, but anyway, that is a digression. Here we're just enjoying the soothing flavors of the Caipirinha.
It's 5 o'clock. Why not have a drink with me?
Thank you for joining me for Ryan Kelly's Top 10 Cocktails, number 6, the Caipirinha. That, of course, means that tomorrow night, Monday, we are going to be entering into the top 5. So hope to see you back here, 5 o'clock, Monday, tomorrow night, for our number 5 cocktail. Cheers, everyone. Have a great night.